be farther down the line. On here because I kind of thought it when the list basically went above 10, and I figured like I have because it went above 10, I should put every movie I really enjoyed on here. So here's what it is. This is I'm not saying this movie is better than any other ones I've said. I just saying that deserves a mention. So here it is. Game night. It's it's a simple film here about like all the about like what the ultimate thing what happens during game night, and it's a pretty funny film and a pretty good mystery of connecting the dots. I really definitely even think it's one of the funniest films I've seen all year. No, it's definitely not better than the ones mentioned in the previous one I made, but it's really good, really awesome how it good Jason Bateman. Give it a watch. Found because of making this list. I want American Animals. American Animals is a really good film because it speaks out about like what happens when you a real life heist goes wrong, and it's so good you don't know where like the real story comes in, and like the it's just actors. The fact that they have the real people in the movie for interviews as well as the parts that like of the acting is really good. It's a really good film. It's a really good film too about like not doing the wrong thing for your hives, the planning that all goes into it, and it's really amazing how they came up with it. You'll definitely want to give it a watch if you like end up wanting to know like what it's a way not to do a heist. Not that I ever would recommend it. Anyway, American Animals is really a great film, and I'm really amazed it doesn't end up on a lot of more people's top 10 lists. And the next film, we got like a really good remake this year that like may just win Bradley Cooper is for a Oscar and may win Lady Gaga horse. In that film, A Star Is Born. Now, as far as like now, I haven't seen the original one or the second one, but I did see the Barbara Streisand, Chris Christopherson ones, and thought it was pretty good. So I was really kind of leery, like about if Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga made one. They succeeded. It was really good. It was like heartfelt. The message in the original Force Free was there. I wish I enjoyed it even more because now I may have to even go see it again. It's definitely that good. If you ever get a chance, you gotta see it. Next one is like a wonderful actor in his directorial debut, and that movie is A Quiet Place. I love this movie. I haven't seen a list that this didn't make it on. If I on incredibly, I only watched this because it was on TV, and it really was worth watching it. It was a simple story. It was it's like John Krasinski was wonderful. Emily Blunt was in it. The children were in it. It was a simple story, but it was really creative. I mean, like we're getting a sequel to it, and I'm glad we're getting one to it. If I had known it was going to be this good, I would have showed up opening day to see it. Is again, just put this one on here. You won't regret it. Next one is a film that I actually to actually put on my watch. But at the time, I didn't have 10. There were so many good movies, and you know what? I ended up actually liking this one. This one so good it became my second best. Traffic. You probably haven't heard of this movie, which is a reason why, which is one of the reasons I think it flew under the radar, but it was really a good film. Its premise is about like these two couples who go up into a cabin in the mountains. And when they go there, this one girl and what's going on, and then they gotta get. It's so good in it. It's not the traffic. Now, it's not the traffic you're thinking of with Mauricio del Toro and Michael Douglas. No, although that is a really good movie too. No, this movie is a good one about rescuing adventure, and it has like a really twist that you wouldn't see coming. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is. And my number one pick is a biopic about one of the greatest singers and songwriters of all time, and that film is everybody's top 10 list is Beyond Me. The movie really should have done. The movie really should have a cult following. It's that good. I was somebody who followed Freddie Mercury like throughout his whole life, and when I heard that they were making a movie, I really got excited. I was on vacation at the time that this was released. I saw posters everywhere, and I definitely knew I was going to see this one. Bohemian Rhapsody is definitely a film that if you gotta check out. Well, thank you so much. That was now my top 15 picks for like the year 2018. But there's one thing though we still gotta do that will before we close 2018 out completely. Even though it's been basically done for 2 weeks now. I owe you. I made a worst movies list, and I owe you a number one. And trust me, when I give it to you, you're really gonna understand why it's not there. The reason why I actually been procrastinating it now because I needed some time to think of a way to word it. Thank you so much for watching.